What's up, everybody? This is Colin from Holistic Heritage Homestead. I hope you're all well. If you folks raise your own livestock, or if you are thinking of raising your own livestock, one major consideration is feed cost. With the prices of many things nowadays just going up and going up and going up, it's arguably more important than ever to be resourceful, to be creative, and to pinch those pennies. So one of the ways we do that with our chickens and our pigs is give them scraps. Now, first of all, I recommend, especially for beginners, getting livestock that can eat different food scraps, that can have a varied diet. Chickens and pigs are excellent examples. Second of all, be resourceful, be creative. Where can you get scraps from? Who can you get scraps from? Many people, or most of the people that I know that raise chickens, for example, give their chickens scraps from their home. Great idea. What about your neighbors? Are you folks asking your neighbors to save food scraps that they might just throw in the garbage? Friends, family? You got to think ahead, folks. You got to think ahead. Save that money. So another amazing resource that many people might not think about is restaurants. Restaurant food scraps. We actually own a restaurant, so we have access to lots and lots of food scraps, which is totally awesome. I understand not everybody owns a restaurant. However, do you have friends or family that are servers in restaurants? Managers? Owners? Think about that. Make those connections. And if you don't, reach out to maybe a local cafe or bistro or restaurant in your community. See if they're willing to save you food scraps. It's very, very important, obviously, to make sure you're giving your animals scraps that they can eat. Chickens, for example, never feed chickens chocolate. Never feed chickens chocolate. Know what your animals can eat and put systems in place so that you or whoever is sorting out the food scraps can be careful. And naturally, like most things, there is a risk with this, but we haven't had any problems with this. I don't think ever, actually, I don't think. So one of the benefits, besides saving money, of food scraps is you're giving your chickens or your pigs or your whatever livestock you're feeding the scraps to whole foods. Now, yeah, it might not be organic, it might not be non-GMO, but it's the same stuff people eat at restaurants. And you might overthink it, but here's what I think. If it's good enough for people, if you would sit down at a restaurant and pay money to eat this food, it is absolutely good enough for your animals. Sure, we're fans, we're big advocates of non-GMO, big advocates of organic food, absolutely. But at the end of the day, these chickens are going to end up in our stomachs. At the end of the day, these chickens' eggs are going to end up in our stomachs. So if I'm willing to eat this food, I have no problem giving it to them and having them turn it into eggs and chicken meat. Now, they're getting rice, they're getting fish, they're getting meat, they're getting vegetables, all different grains. Bread is not the best thing for chickens. Too much bread is not good for chickens. A little bit, totally fine. In my experience and what I've seen and what I've read, totally fine. Do your research and just make it happen, truly. There's other ways of being creative and you know, making things happen as far as cutting down your food costs. You could grow your own livestock garden. You can free range. Absolutely, it's an amazing, amazing way. You can give your animals, you know, just free access to grass and vegetation. You can go to local breweries and take spent brewer's grains and feed those to your animals. Lots of different things you can do. Worm bins. You can, you know, set things up so that buckets so that maggots show up. There's so many different things you could do. But the point is, if you're looking to be more self-sufficient and self-reliant, well, the point is to spend less money and try to get off of this horrible system. So I hope you folks found value in this. Some of it might seem like common sense, but then again, are you doing these things? Are you doing these things? So make those connections, because there is no waste. I could say from my experience of 25 years of working with food, probably 22 or 23 almost, working in restaurants. People waste a lot of food. Even if they enjoy it, some people don't believe in leftovers, they just throw it in the garbage. Well, we're not doing that. We're turning that food into more food. And whatever these chickens do not eat, whatever they do not turn into awesome chicken manure, is going to turn into compost. Please check out my previous videos discussing how we use chickens in our compost system, discussing our compost ring, and how we do this. It's an excellent system, in my opinion, that really just turns waste to, there's no waste. It's non-existent. And I don't believe in waste. I don't believe in waste. So if you folks are all, you're all about saving the environment and helping the environment, well, do something about it. This is a real, actual way you could actually do something about it. Keep that stuff out of the landfills, folks. Turn it into more food. Feed animals. Feed wildlife. So many things you could do. Don't let it go to the dumpster. Don't let it go to the garbage. Our composting system is great. Again, please check out those previous videos. Lots of good information there. Let me know in the comments below if you folks do things like this and what creative ways you save money on feed cost. Because this awesome community, this gardening community, this community of people that raise livestock, this homesteading community, this prepper community, I mean, there are various communities that we are connected to. It's full of very, very intelligent people. And I love learning from you folks. Let's share those ideas in the comment section. And if you folks found value in this video, I will say, you might be collecting food scraps, but you never thought about asking your neighbor who works at a restaurant that brings food scraps home every night. That could save you hundreds or thousands of dollars a year. So if this gives you value in the sense of saving you money, then if you want to give back and give us some value back, I'll let you know that we have set up a Buy Me a Coffee link on our homepage. And if you feel like supporting the channel and giving a donation, anything helps. It's appreciated. And the more we get, the more we can spend more time helping people out and trying to educate others and helping people chase their dreams of self-sufficiency. Hope you're all well. Take care.